What's good, YouTubers and YouTubettes? This is JB Sports back again with another one. WBC Junior Middleweight Champion Sebastian Fundura, aka the Towering Inferno, has verbally agreed to take on former unified welterweight champion Keith Thurman. Now, once the fight is finalized, the date that they're looking for this fight to take place is October 18th, 13 days before Halloween. On Amazon Prime, the venue that they're looking to put this fight at is the MGM Grand Arena. T-Mobile Arena is also a possibility. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. I'm also hearing that Frank the Ghost Martin will take on Edwin De Los Santos on the undercard. I'm also hearing that Cool Boy Stephen Fulton will move up in weight and take on junior lightweight champion O'Shaquie Foster. That's going to be a great matchup. And I'm also hearing that WBA junior welterweight champion Gary Antoine Russell, younger brother of Mr. Gary Russell, will take care of his mandatory in the WBA when he takes on Aoka. Aoka is a guy that beat Jin Sensaki. As we know, we've seen Sensaki get put to sleep like he had just took some NyQuil by Brian Norman Jr., the WBO welterweight champion. So the card is looking to be a stacked and loaded card overall. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But both fighters have verbally agreed to the fight, that being Sebastian Fundura and Keith Thurman. So right now it's all about putting pen to pad. They've locked down a date. The venue is pretty much solidified in MGM Grand Arena. Now, I'm also hearing that T-Mobile Arena could also be a possibility, but one thing's for sure, if the fight is finalized, it definitely will happen in Las Vegas, Nevada, aka Sin City, and it's definitely going to happen on the date of October 18th once the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires, but Thurman, a couple of days ago, turned down a fight with Virgil Ortiz. A lot of his naysayers were going in on him, saying that he don't have the desire to fight the best no more. His heart is no longer in the sport. But all in all, that wasn't the case. The case was that he had a better opportunity fighting for a world title and fighting a fighter that's held in higher regard than a non-title having Virgil Ortiz, who's one of the more popular fighters, but to date has not won a world title in the sport of boxing. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. But October 18th, 13 days before Halloween, we're going to get Fundura versus Thurman. Also in the mix, we got Martin against De Los Santos. I'm also hearing Antoine Russell versus Aoka. And then we got Cool Boy Steph, a.k.a. Scooter, taking on O'Shaquie Foster from my neck of the woods, the great state of Texas, out of the city, the capital of Texas, Austin. So we're looking at some great matchups that will be putting on by TGB Promotions in conjunction with the legendary Al Heyman. And if it all gets finalized, it's going to be a great night of boxing during the fall of 2025. So we will see what happens, and we will see what transpires. I got another video coming out, man. I got some information in regards to Layla Ali and what she's going to do next. Will she stay retired, or will she once again grace the square circle and come back and give a much needed boost to women's boxing, as she is and always will be one of the faces of women's boxing. She basically put women's boxing on the map when she was in her prime, along with the coal miner's daughter. And once again, a lot of the top women fighters would love to get opportunity to fight her and put her name on their resume. So she's got a lot of different options available, and I'll be going into more details tomorrow in a video. So, look out for that. But as far as tonight goes, we got one time Thurman. A lot of people have been writing his obituary for the last couple of years saying he's been hella inactive, that he just needs to hang it up. He's no longer motivated to compete against the best. But once again, he's going to ask Fundura to try to pass the Thurman test. And that's going to be going down in the West, Las Vegas, Nevada, a.k.a. Sin City. Follow me on Facebook, Gerard Briscoe. Follow me on TikTok at JB Sports New Media. Follow me on Twitch at Briscoe MA 77071. Follow me on my YouTube channels at JB Sports, The Man, The Myth, The Legend 9656, and at JB Sports, The Man, The Myth, The Legend 8000. And like, share, and subscribe to JB Sports, The Man, The Myth, The Legend. And I holla.